From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land, and sea. First, to fight for our right and freedom and to keep our honor clean, we are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gregory Kim. Now, when you think of the specific organization known as the United States Marine Corps, you usually think of a man, a buff man, maybe like Captain America, with a cool-looking Kevlar helmet, with a flak jacket that weighs about 10, 15 pounds. That's just without the bulletproof plates in them. With them, about 30 plus pounds. You know how heavy that is? Woo! Pretty heavy. And with that, he usually has a rifle, whether it be an M16A4 service rifle, or maybe some of you guys play Call of Duty and you like to call some of them bazookas or rocket launchers, or just cool big guns that shoot big ammunition that kills people, hurts people, blows up buildings. But when we think about the United States Marine Corps, do we think about the women within the organization? Where are the women in this picture? When you see advertisement, where are the women? Not too long ago, former Secretary of Defense Leon Panetta authorized women to fight in the combat front lines, be part of the support of combat units. But with this, why weren't women allowed to be a part of combat units? Why were they only supporting them? Well, Captain Serrano of the United States Marine Corps said some of the limitations may include hygiene. Think about that. Hygiene. Really? Hygiene. And another, physical capabilities. Now, today I'm going to focus on this physical capability of these women within the United States Marine Corps. And a research conducted by the United States Marine Corps to see where these women lie within their abilities and capabilities in combat. First and foremost, every military branch has their own physical fitness standards within their organization, whether it be for men and women. As you see on this slide, this is a chart for the male and female physical requirements, which include pull-ups, crunches, 3-mile run. But you see anything different? If you can see, the top portion is for the males, which include pull-ups, crunches, and 3-mile. But why is it in the middle section for females to have flexed arm hang instead of pull-ups? Well, the reason behind that is not because they are weak or we look down upon them as males, but because the physical bodily structure of females are originally different than the male, in which they weren't meant to be as assertive physically like men. Not too long ago, the United States Marine Corps conducted a research to see if women were actually capable of physical combat. Now with this, they allowed 29 U.S. female Marines to be a part of one of the most rigorous training courses in the United States Marine Corps, also known as the Infantry Officer Course. Now in this course, there's going to be a lot of obstacles, a lot of strenuous activities, which include, if you see the picture, obstacle course, which includes your pack, carrying all your food, carrying all your ammunition, maybe even carrying some toilet paper. It's very important, by the way. And with that, you can also see her rifle just dangling there. Now with this all included, this weighs about approximately 50 plus. And if you see, she's not even wearing her big pack as you would see in the pictures. The bigger pack, which includes the shovel, so you can dig dirt and maybe play with it when you're bored. But even with that big pack, it's going to be over 100 pounds. And with that 100 pounds, what do they do, as you can see? This big pack. They hike up mountains, up hills, down hills, up hills, crisscross applesauce, jump up and down, jump into rivers. These packs weigh little more than maybe even half their weight you're trying to carry. As men, they'll be carrying about a third, maybe even a fourth of their weight. So you can see the difference how women have to carry different amounts of loads, proportioned and ratioed to their body weights. And now with this research, with this course which just ended this April, this past April, it just ended. Why? Because all 29 failed. In this specific combat endurance portion, this is the first phase, guys. First phase to see if you can actually make it into this course. And with that, all of them failed because they could not endure the physical strains and activities that was being conducted. Now this leads me into my second point. University of Rochester conducted a research, gathered up information, and as you can see in this chart, there is a huge distinction between the strength levels of men, which is on the left, to men on the right. Female on the left, men on the right. 13,000 individuals. Huge distinction. Now, I'm not saying before the women try to get at me, throwing tomatoes at me, just walking out of my presentation, I'm not saying you guys are weak. No, don't get me wrong. Dr. Lawrence Wilson, medical doctor, he specifically said because women's body are mostly structured of fat and less lean muscle ratioed within the body than men, because of this, they are more fragile. And so the women's won't be able to endure as much physical strenuous impact within their bodies. And now to conclude, I want to show you a little video regarding one member of the United States Marine Corps who actually been in this course and failed, and what she has to say.
And David Martin met one of the candidates.
15 women have tried and failed the Marine Infantry Officer course, 14 of them on the very first day. A brutal combat endurance test that takes everyone to their limit. For Second Lieutenant Sage Santangelo, that day was in January.
How long did you last?
I made it over halfway, and I was looking forward to continuing.
But then you hit a wall.
I did.
What was the wall?
I got to a point where my body just physically couldn't perform anymore. It's a tough place to reach. My mind definitely wanted more. But you know, physically my body was done.
So as you can see, as you just heard, she specifically said her body could not endure anymore, although she wanted to go even more. So to conclude, I want to tell you the Oxford Dictionary of the word training or train, which is teach a particular skill or type of behavior through practice and instruction over a period of time. I'm not saying that the women shouldn't be in part of this combat unit. I'm saying that they should be allowed, but they should meet all the physical requirements and standards set by the United States Marine Corps as of men. The standards should not be lowered just so they can be a part of it, but the women should work. And if they can achieve, great. They should be a part of it. Because as a United States Marine myself, I can say that the most important and most beneficial and the most greatest Marine soldiers, personnel that I worked with were women. And as a United States Marine, I will wish you all farewell. Thank you for listening and taking your time to be here. And as every Marine will say, Semper Fidelis, always faithful. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you. We don't have time really